All right. Joining us now. You know her as Angela Baker from the Sleepaway Camp series, as well as Zombiegeddon, Victor Crowley, and Death House, on which she also served as a producer. Please welcome Felissa Rose. But you are not Felissa Rose. You are Christian Jensen. What are you doing on my stream?
I don't know. I'm not responsible for this. I'm not even wearing pants. How'd you get here? Where am I? What did you do to me?
What did you do to Felissa Rose? Now, okay. You and Felissa just finished a movie together. How long ago?
Last weekend. We finished our scenes. The movie's not totally wrapped yet.
Yeah. And she had agreed to be on the stream, and you had agreed to be on the stream, and yet she's not here, and you are. What happened on that movie set, Chris?
Nothing I can discuss.
Okay, it's good to see you, man. And yeah, Felissa was supposed to join us. Unfortunately, unable to connect. We've had that happen sporadically throughout the day with the Sisters of Slaughter, as people saw with Jonathan Mayberry. But we have you, and you're almost as good.
No, I'm nowhere near as good as Felissa Rose. I promise that.
Curious. We just had the Walking Dead folks on. They're talking about mainstream Hollywood shut down, television production shut down. You're working on an indie feature. Yep. How did you all social distance and everything on set like that?
We only brought in the people that needed to be there, and kept all the usual looky-loos and hangers on to, they have to come back another time. It's pretty much more or less a closed set now. So instead of having 50 people show up and wives and girlfriends and people's kids and all that, we just kept it to whoever needed to be on set that day.
Yeah.
So it's easier to manage when you have a smaller production like ours, where we have one sound guy, one camera guy, the director. That we don't have 5 cameras and 4 sound guys, and we don't have 7 producers on set like these other guys do. We don't have craft services. Craft services was me running out for beer and pizza. That was our craft services. And that's actually 8:30 on Friday or 8:30 on Saturday going, I'm hungry. We haven't eaten yet. You want me to go get some pizza? Because I'll jump down the mountain and go get some food. I'm hungry. It's a lot easier to manage that way.
So last time I talked to you, I guess it was last year, you and I both were guests at a con in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And, you were telling me at the time, just between us talking, you were really, really enjoying acting. That was becoming like your primary thing. But folks who knew you from Scares to Care back in the day, they knew you as not only a writer, but that writer, that one guy in the vendor room that Brian Keene would never put in the celebrity room. And he had Brian Smith and Edward Lee in that celebrity room. Do you see yourself going more and more towards acting full time and less writing, or do you still have the writing bug?
No, the writing bug's never going to leave. That's not something that goes away. You can't get cured of that particular pandemic. It's with you forever. The acting thing just kind of came up as a happy coincidence, and I've just been enjoying myself. So I'm just along for the ride with it, and wherever it takes me, I go with it. It's fun to be on set, and I mean, to be a horror fan, like a real old school horror fan, and I mean, growing up watching all the slasher flicks in the 70s and 80s and the 90s, and just loving the movies and loving the books. I mean, I met most of my heroes that are authors. I've been very blessed to sit down and meet with them and talk to them and hang out with them, and even once take a class from one of them. And now I'm getting to do the same thing on the acting side. It's not just seeing these guys at conventions now. I mean, I'm acting opposite Felissa Rose in a movie. Like I never thought that like I'd be sitting across from Angela, and if you told me that when I was 10 years old watching that movie, I wouldn't believe you. And here I am doing it, and it impressed the heck out of my 15-year-old son. He thought it was the coolest thing.
It
So
impressed the heck out of me. I mean, I this is me and you talking now. Forget everybody out there watching on the two streams and everyone.
there's other people watching this.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Oh,
I mean, I think back to not the kid, but the guy who was taking my writing class when the college was dumb enough to actually let me teach for a few semesters. I'm proud as hell of how far you've come, dude. Because you're acting opposite Felissa Rose. I mean,
yeah,
that coming,
Yeah, and I mean, it was almost by accident too. It was. I never said I wanted to be an actor. I never set out and sent audition tapes and went the route that other people did. I wasn't one of the drama guys in high school. I never considered acting as something that I would do or even be good at. And I had a friend that was going to be on a movie set for a movie. And I was like, hey, I just want to go hang out. I just want to see a B movie get made. And they had a little role, and I jumped in, and I had a speaking part in that movie. And I met some other people on set, and that led to some other roles and making some friends. And then somebody backed out of Return to the Slasher Nurse, and a friend of mine was on that, and she knew there was a spot, so she threw my name in the ring, and I got it cast in that. And it was supposed to be, I had like 3 lines in the script, but I geled so well with everybody on set and with what was going on, and they let me just have a real good time and just kind of be me, and that worked out well. So, then next thing you know, I'm doing another movie with them, and there's Felissa Rose. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
I'm proud of you, brother, and I'm proud of our viewers and our family. We are raising a minimum of $10,000 today for this year's 3 recipient families. They are Ashley Adams and her daughter Natalia, who has Marfan syndrome, Laura, who is this year's breast cancer warrior, and Trisha, who's this year's burn recipient, who suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns to her entire right side of her body. There are 2 ways that you folks at home can donate. First of all, you can text VCARE, that's V as in vampire care, to 91999, or from your computer, just go to scaresthecareweekend.com and click donate. It's that easy. As I said, our minimum goal is $10,000. Christian, as I say goodbye to you, we are at $8,475.
I raised $8,475 already?
No, that's good. Not what I said.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard. I raised $8,475.
And this is why you will never be in the celebrity room. It scares the kid.
That's fine. I have more fun in the other room anyway.